Hello there, people on the internet. This is ShadowGear635 here, doing a review of Circuit, who is a character I have not shown on YouTube in the slightest. Circuit, the original character, was created, I think, maybe 3 years ago. Ironic. She was the first entry I ever had for the Bio Cup, once again, an online competition on MOC pages. We had to make something based around power, so I made a girl with a giant. I made a robotic girl with a giant power sign for a face, and then after that I made a whole bunch of other versions, and then I finally wanted to reimagine her and make a new version of her that looked a little more like her original one, and so I ended up making this version. Every version previously just had black and light blue. This one has black, light blue, and silver, and unironically, I kind of just made a newer version of an older character I had called Sonic Boom, who was like a Toa of Sonics before Toa of Sonics was a thing. I don't remember, but that's that, and this is her character. I'm going to start from the ground up as I usually do, and you're going to notice that a lot of people have noticed on the internet is that, hey, this thing can't stand on its legs. Why is there a pole sticking out of her butt? So I'm probably apt to kind of zoom out and kind of show you the entire lower section here. So, very obviously, there is a clear pole sticking out from her backside that helps her stand. She basically acts as a tripod because I wanted to give her... I originally gave her feet, and I decided to go against doing that and instead give her these little pointy bits that made it look cool, like if she's doing like a cross, like catwalk type of pose. Like, I think it just looks really cool. But to sacrifice that, I needed to give her a stand. And in earlier pictures I had of her, she had like a Figma action figure stand, and I'm like, I really don't want to give her like an actual like toy stand. So I took this from Cloud Cuckoo Palace, one of the Lego movie sets, and there was already a ball joint design I had right in there. And there was originally there was right there that little gray bit. I haven't taken that out yet because I keep forgetting to. What that's posable. The stand is very posable with the MOC. It's just as posable as the hips. I just got a text message. Wow, multiple. Oh boy, this is magic. Thank you. Who is texting me? Just one more. That is something only a couple people know what that is. So, yeah, there's that. She basically has tripod legs. So if you ignore the back leg, we'll focus on the other two legs. If this camera wishes to focus on any of them, can you be a friend? Can you be a friend? You are my best friend. That's a lie. So, here are the legs. You get a 9-degree bend out of that. Nothing special. You can pose these if you want as well, but I kind of forget that I can do that, but the option is there. Also, the waist comes apart very easily, so I'm just going to take that off. Original photos I took of her didn't have this little bit there, little slope bit. You can focus whenever you want. Thank you. So it kind of rounds it out, gives it more like feminine-looking hips. Why do you keep unfocusing? I will fight you. So there's that. The legs, I think, are probably the best part of the MOC, in my opinion. But if we move up, zoom out a little bit, and then reattach, sure. Another thing I need to fix is I need to give her a more stronger waist connection. Because she's not really top-heavy, as you can tell, but she does have that issue where those two bits just don't want to stick together. So the chest, not really much of a chest if I had to make a feminine joke, but it is implied. Little round bits, not meant to be what you think it is, but it's more so like a little... like buttons or like little circles on there, kind of like maybe Thor. Am I even thinking of Thor? I'm thinking of some sort of superhero that has like things on there. And that can open up. I showed a picture in the slideshow that had like a black bit shooting out of here, and her arms can connect to it. And like I want to make like a super giant gun out of her body. Haven't really figured out how to do that yet. Shoulders, ball joints. Also the waist here is just a normal ball joint. Works very well. So yeah, that's the shoulder, and then here's the elbow. A single clip connection with this bit falling out very easily. But again, another character where I didn't explicitly give her large weapons, I gave her those little blasters in the back, which I'll get to in a moment. So she doesn't really need a lot of strength in the arms, so having that one clip works out. More of those little flat stud tiles on the side there, I think they look very nice. Nice slim looking arm. It's a variation of an old Necrosurian I made called Mace. I believe her name was Mace. And then here, I don't really care if the detail on the back of the hands, it's not even going to focus. You can do it. You can kind of see it. There's gold and red and everything. It's just a little bit of just detail on the tile. I figured it looked nice. Hands are minifigure hands. Well, fingers are minifigure hands. Ironic. And they work. I used this on a couple other MOCs too, and I think it works nice for the size of the character. And you know, the wrist can swivel and go in and out. It's very posable. And then again, you can kind of pluck out this little bit on her back, and then have the waist fall from far. You could plug the hand in, and then you can just plug in this little pew pew gun. This thing is having the most trouble focusing today, and I haven't the slightest idea why. If I can just grab her waist, I can make magic happen. Magic has transpired. Lastly, if I can get her standing properly and get this camera to goddamn focus, I'm gonna zoom in on her head, which, definitely, like, I like to keep the Cyclops look. It's kind of funny that her head is basically an old-style, lifesaver or toilet seat piece. But you can pluck that off, and then underneath there is a chrome stud with a trans-light blue, stud tile there to give that effect of a shiny eye, except it says Lego in the middle. I've been debating on like taking a file and just lightly shaving that off, just so you don't see Lego in her eye. I don't know. And her back, it's kind of a hunch, but it gives her a bit of a backpack. It's nice and smooth, and that's where these little power bits stick on the back. So overall, I really like Circuit. She's probably one of my more favorite MOCs I've made in a while, simply because she's just fun to pose. And it's not a bizarre look, but it's different. Like, it's something that I normally wouldn't make, and I just like the way she looks. So yeah, that's it for that review, and before anything else falls off her, I'm going to head out of here. So, this is Shadow Gear 635, and I'll see you folks another time.